서울에서 다양한 활동을 펼치고 있는 세계인을 만나보는 시간, 세계는 내 친구. 저는 지금 핀란드 대사관점 앞에 나와 있는데요. 오늘은 킴 루오토넨 핀란드의 대사를 만나 즐거운 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 과연 우리 한국에서 어떤 일을 하시는지, 또 우리나라 한국에 대한 느낌은 어떠신지 많은 이야기 들어볼 텐데요. 기대되시죠? 함께 들어가 보시죠.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Wow, your tie is really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, your appearance can make me remember my university professor, a benign and genial gentleman. Did you dream of being a diplomat as a boy? I'd like to hear what made you at church today.
Well, not really as a boy, but then when I had finished my studies and graduated, this became one option, and I applied to the ministry through their entry procedures, and I was accepted. So originally I've studied economics and marketing, so that's perhaps not the most common background for diplomats. I think in the 70s still many were lawyers or had political sciences as their majors. And what made me what I am today, well, I don't know, perhaps I have been working diligently, so I have advanced in the career.
Yes. I wonder if you have any major business you are dealing with nowadays.
Well, the embassy has been quite busy the whole autumn because Finland has this autumn the presidency of the European Union. It's a mission or a task that comes to the member states. Now it has been every 7 years, and it will be less frequently in the future when we have when we have the new members in the union since 2004. But it has, as a presidency, the country having the presidency is leading the EU meetings and arranging for meetings with the authorities, and also preparing for common issues. If we don't have now during the autumn. A typical example is European Film Festival that is always arranged mainly by the country that holds the presidency. So the presidency has been our major task this autumn.
How do you spend your time other than working hours?
Well, partly you spend it in the car because the traffic is quite heavy and so, but so in my free time I go downtown sometimes, walk along Chongichon, or then here close to the residence you can walk up at Bukaksan there, there is the walking path, and then you read a bit, perhaps I go sometimes to concerts or sometimes to see a film, not very often, though I don't go very much to cinema.
Wow, it's really great. Yeah. And then I'd like to see, looking around your official residence, if you don't mind, introduce your house.
Please, you're welcome.
As I heard, you're so interested in art and culture. Did you see any Korean film lately? And could you tell about some Korean movies, if they were any impressive to you?
Well, I have not seen too many films lately. I don't go very often to cinema, but the last Korean film I saw was this The King's Men,
Wow.
or I think it's called like that in English. I don't recall it, but it was in Korean version, so I didn't understand exactly all. But it was a very nice movie. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I really like the movie. Yes. I'm so happy. You've already been here around 2 years. How's your living in Seoul? And do you feel homesick sometimes?
Well, I think Seoul is quite nice a city to live in. I was before Seoul, I was in Singapore. So here you have 4 seasons. You have summer, autumn, winter, and spring. So it's pleasant. And your winter, actually all the seasons are quite nice. Perhaps the summer is a bit more hot and humid than in Finland, but the winter I find quite pleasant because it's not too much snow and quite sunny and nice dry weather. The autumn has been very beautiful again this year, so it's a very good season. So in that sense, living is not too bad. And well, we have a system in our ministry that you can go for a home leave once a year, so it's I don't feel so homesick in that respect, because I was in the summer I was in Finland in August for 3 weeks, so in that respect it's not so kind of pressing to get out from back home. And then I have had some Finnish people visiting here, so it makes life very pleasant.
Wow. When you get some question about Korean and Seoul from Finns, what is the most common question? And then, how do you usually reply to that question?
Well, I don't know what is the most common question. Perhaps one question comes very often is that about all the traffic problems in Seoul, because Seoul is a very big city.
Yes.
So normally my answer is that the traffic has been less a problem than I was expecting. I thought it would be more difficult. Then another question is how I get along with the language, and I said I don't get along with it very well, even if I have tried to take some lessons, and I can read somehow, but I don't understand what I read, so it's that is, I think the language is a big challenge here for foreigners.
핀란드는 하늘이 내려준 자연 풍광을 자랑하는 나라다. 맑은 하늘과 맑은 물, 그리고 우거진 숲은 핀란드인들이 가장 사랑하는 핀란드 최고의 자랑거리다. 하지만 핀란드 사람들은 백야를 즐길 수 있는 몇 달을 제외하면 영하의 추위에 떨어야 하고 내다 팔 수 있는 천연자원도 거의 없는 실정이다. 핀란드의 국토는 한반도의 1.5배에 달한다. 하지만 인구는 서울의 약 절반인 520만 명 정도다. 이러한 경제적 환경 속에서 핀란드가 선택한 것은 바로 IT다. 정보통신을 기반으로 북유럽의 선진국으로 발전해가고 있는 국가 핀란드. 첨단의 기술로 경제 대국으로 성장하고 따뜻한 마음으로 음식 즐기는 것을 좋아하는 핀란드 사람들의 모습에서 우리는 왠지 모를 동질감을 느끼게 된다. Okay, well, there is food prepared. Could you tell the name of this? It's like rice inside.
Yes, there is rice inside. It's called Karelian pastry, and it comes from eastern Finland. It is a typical dish that you have today as a snack, between meals, or also as in smaller ones you make for receptions, or then you can have it as a starter at a meal. And it's rye dough made of rye flours and flour, and then the inside is boiled or cooked rice, and then you put on top of it, you put this mixed butter with hard-boiled eggs that is minced, and then you spread it on top of it, and then you eat it.
Wow.